League. Playing the Redskins, another division game. Last game was Cowboys. Game before that was the Eagles. Now I got the Redskins. I had 3 division games in a row. I'm 3-2 right now. Trying to make it 4-2 so I can stay up in there in the NFC. Not trying to get another loss. Then he'll be 3-1. Not trying to hear that.
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins.
I didn't even take my coat off yet. Snuck out of work. So I can play this game real quick and go back to work. Got to do a double at work today. Got to work all the way to 6 in the morning, man. That's the life. Okay. He's starting off already.
19, 57. Watch the twist, watch the twist. 57's the mic, watch 57. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They go play action here on first down.
Please drop it. Yes. Oh, my God. I don't know where my eyes was at. Wow. Wow, Tom. That's a bad start.
Because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football.
Super bad start.
Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Sorry about that, guys.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the slap. 24. Hey, check over. 21, check back 21. Here we go.
Come on, refocus, let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And an alley run.
Nice run.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
See what you're doing, little tank.
55. Hey, eat. Rip left. 54.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
See what he's doing. Same game plan over and over. He's about to kick 3 points.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ain't got no real offense.
They run.
Nice hold. Wow. Good shit.
Touchdown, Washington.
Ain't got no real offense. We can shut that down.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They're going third down like two, 3 times.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Jones.
Oh, that ain't flag! That's not a flag!
It's intercepted.
Oh my God, this game, bro. He literally pushed him and grabbed the ball.
Start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive,
man.
and then you turn right around and throw the interception.
Look at that. That's not a flag.
This is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown,
let's go, man.
They've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Whole flag out here. This game is terrible, man.
Go. Go. Slam, slam, slam.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask.
Oh, man, it's just too much. I told you, first quarter, once you start seeing the fugazi shit happen to me, I ain't winning the game, man.
But that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not.
First pass.
It's a lot easier. When you see it, you call it.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Quit talking about it. Hey, check
back to throw, Watson. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
It's okay, guys. Come on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Marshall, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
90 Wolf, protein spill.
Now a give, right side. Marshall. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Everybody got good-ass team, though.
Throwing Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Sherman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Here we go. 8-3. Smoke. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
What's his button?
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God! You see that? You see that? Oh my God! This nigga was holding him. What is going on with this game?
In there to bury him for a loss.
Just jammed. Look at they just jammed. Look at that.
Have to be able to
Oh my God! This game sucks.
The offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5
I ain't
seconds to
winning
throw
this
the
game.
ball, they're doing a really nice job.
Too
But
much.
when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Too fucking much, man. Jesus Christ.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Give me that ball. Recon, 152 fighter. Give me that ball. Get it.
They'll run with Marshall.
What the fuck was that?
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Ready. X3. 218. Chop it. Hey, Oregon. Go.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
A give running right is Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. Now it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Where's that play at?
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Trump. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got it.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
Shit.
Throw left side complete. It's Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You set. You ready? Check 59. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down now. It's Turner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
55 is my guy, 55.
54 is down, he's coming.
Check, check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
Oh, nice. What the fuck?
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Yeah, I'm not winning
the
this.
better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
You can't never just get a good fucking game.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Chubb. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half.
Every time I get the ball,
the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point.
Good shit. Damn, every time I get the ball, there's always some bullshit happening.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, 61, matchbox lights. Now.
This is Marshall. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, T, check the backer, check the backer.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, box drop. Look at me, zipper. Get that 5.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He
He's
dropped
got
it.
the completion to
I was about
Hopkins.
to say,
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set, 10 logo.
Hey, pick it up, T.
Go.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Leo.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing on first down. Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check 26, check 26. 80 weapon.
Now a give right side. Marshall. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for Shepard.
Oh, thank you. Please give me my flag. Come on. Jesus Christ.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Should have happened in the first play. He's just grabbing the shit out of me.
Comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh,
I can't even
a killer
run no
for
more.
them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
This offense
Christ, give
finding
me a
its
break
legs
here.
now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun. It's complete to Hopkins. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically
Sorry,
get out there a
Hopkins,
little bit
sorry.
unsettled. I think that's why he came right out
Look
throwing
at
the
this. What
football.
is this? What is that?
And he did. And now a throw on first down there, but it's
Look at that.
incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go
I
around.
think everybody should just watch my games for bloopers.
Pass rush, they've been able to get
For real.
home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and
I should
back
watch my game
working in
for
sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Come on, bro. We can come back,
Now
bro.
they face a 3rd and 10
I got
after
this guy looking like
back-to-back
he's just amazing.
incompletions.
Come on, man. Good game, but damn, like, the fuck? Like, Mother May I score a touchdown?
I got you. I got you.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Everybody doing that play.
Sideline and
I just started doing it
to
because this
do
nigga
next.
kept, everybody I play on head-to-head do that shit. And the Cowboys did that shit to me.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
I could dot niggas up all day. This is my running. Just
Now
waste of
after the
down.
touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On first down, Watson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
It was holding. You ain't see it? I seen it. Oh, you ain't see
it. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, 31!
On the carry, it's Chubb. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This is it. 19. Check back 21. I hope you brought check 25. Go. Hey, check back 21. Mike 21. Check back 21. I got you, boy. Hey, check back 21. Mike 21.
3rd and long. It's Watson. It fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It's cover 2. Oh, you know what? That smart cloud follows you like man coverage.
That incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, let go. Check 4. Go.
Now Jones throwing again. Jones hit and the ball's held. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Hopkins' kick is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we'll find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report.
Game ain't over yet. Just down by 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. We got 2 quarters, 2
Both
touchdowns.
teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Chill out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
15-1. 15-1. Now! You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, it's Marshall, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Blitz, bro. Anybody could even come out the backfield.
A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
That's not ours?
And that's what
That's not ours! Oh, yes!
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer.
Switch!
Put your defense
Switch and a half. God damn it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Second and 5.
Look at this shit.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Below Nichols.
This game is
able to get in
fucking.
there for his second sack
Fucking
of the
touchdown.
afternoon.
Look at this shit.
You
I'm pressing the
understand
fucking
the type of
button.
afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them.
Oh, Lord.
Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
6-6. Bullet hot. Ready?
On third down, Marshall. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Oh, what? Fuck, give me some time to pick a play. That's the trick to get more time, guys. Y'all just got to press start. Get more time to pick a play.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Some people don't, so.
25, check 24.
They'll run on first down. It's Turner, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Excuse me.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
57's Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Hey, check Mike 57.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jenkins. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman.
I ain't no
and
box.
They get him down,
They
but
fall
not
down
before he
and catch
takes
the
it
ball.
across the
Y'all do it, run after
40-yard
catch,
line.
run after
First
the
down,
catch.
Giants on a pickup of 14.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is going to lose
Let
yardage
this game
here.
play how it's supposed to play,
And
man.
he
This
lost 6 there
should
on the
be
first
crazy.
down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking
doing that screen
eventually.
no more.
But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
Good pick.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones now throwing after the interception. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here's Marshall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, stand up. Hey, do. Go.
On 2nd and 1, Jones.
Look at this shit. Thank you. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Picked off around the 27. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Rock it. He's coming. Roll out. On the ball.
Jones on 1st down. For Marshall, that's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey,
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds Hopkins complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go. Yo, let's go.
From the gun, Jones. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Marshall. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Marshall. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough for conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Look at this.
Pushes forward, but comes up
guy.
short of the goal
Get in
line
there.
as he get a yard down to about the 1.
The whole goddamn drive.
2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Why I can't do a
Just
quick
nothing
hike?
there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
What's that? 19. Check back 21. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Watson on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57's Mike.
Now Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jenkins. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, foxtrot. Look at me, zipper.
Oh, I haven't done this in a while. Found my play.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check. 61, matchbox, lights. Go. Shoot.
Now Jones to throw again. He's got a man. That's Marshall. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st down, it's Marshall, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Hey, high 7.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
56. Mike's 56.
Hey!
56.
Ready?
Jones now operating from the gun. It's caught. Shepard. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 18 gator. 2 draw courses. Get it.
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the offense team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
I don't know. I
just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's in fact going to lose a couple. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now it's Watson. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And that caught solid. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors